Hey everyone, wanted to bring you up to date with a completed design. This is something that Kyle and the owner have been working on for several years now. And so we're up here in St. Helena Island, South Carolina. And we're going to show you Brian's really cool project here where he has a car barn and this amazing property on the water. I'm going to take you inside and show you what we're going to be working on the next day or so, doing an air compressor, and then showing you all the different parts and pieces that went into putting this place together. Mike, how's your four runny toe in here? The toe is all right up here?
The toe's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, this was your excuse. He's like, I want to get something that gets a little better gas mileage and buy a $100,000 4Runner. Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to do here while we're up here is we got the Compact X, the new Werther compressor. You saw us do it at Fred's garage. We did it at the Rag Company, but I haven't really done any dedicated footage on this compressor. So I wanted to do this video dedicated to that, and that's really all the main thing we're working on while we're up here. We wanted to, of course, capture the garage, capture the property, but also just get some footage of this compressed air. It's like the ultimate compressed air package, where we have my OG spec Cox reel with a different spring. We have the Continental F5 hose, so the OG spec hose, Prevost Euro high flow swiveling coupler. I've got all the Prevost little package, like my little air package, and all the parts and pieces that I would recommend. So we're going to sort of highlight that here when we do it in Brian's garage. But we trailered up. The compressor weighs about 450 pounds. Not high delivery. It delivers about 13 CFM at, I believe, 125 PSI. But for what Brian's going to be doing here in the garage, it's really all we need for this purpose. And we're going to do a single hose reel with a single little Prevost pipe above it. And then if that one hose reel should reach the whole thing, but we'll just get him an extension hose if he needed to run it outside or something like that. But we got a really cool spot for it. It should be a pretty simple install. We're only here for a day or so. We're here early on Wednesday. We'll be here all day on Thursday, and then head home Friday. Kind of see how it goes here. But you got to check this place out. It's sick. Look at these doors. 14-foot giant doors, all solid aluminum frame, and then skinned with, I think, probably, what is this? 2.5 inches of solid oak. OG pressure washer right here, pretty sick. And so the compressor is going to go right in this spot. So we're going to tuck it in here. I'm probably going to take the oil water separator tank off the back and just have it drain onto the ground, and then it can just kind of deal with that as needed. Just don't drain the tank all the time. Only drain it once a year or so. But the compressor kind of complements the rest of it. He's got Pro Slat in a custom finish with custom handles. Kyle and Brian worked on this for a number of years. He's got aluminum slat wall, Cree LS fixtures. He's got his drawers are full with OG stuff, OG detailing stuff, OG vacuum with Cox reel. We've got the power Cox reels, OG shelves. The Matt Mormon spec bucket filler. I'm gonna have to work on getting his buckets. I'll get his buckets set up for him so that they fit perfectly. Yeah, we're looking good. This is an awesome garage. He's got fishing area, cleaning area, carpentry area, groundskeeping area. And so this is a multi-purpose barn designed to sort of take care of the whole property and the vehicles that are here. Not your traditional detailing obsessed garage guy. This is about same thing with me. It's just obsessed life. When you see the house and you see the grounds and you see the dock and everything that goes into it. This is much more common for who we design for, are not necessarily detailers. To me, detailing is like 15 or 20% of my obsession, but it's all the components to go into it. So today's job is to do the Werther Compact X. Over here is my package. So this is a combination of the Cox OG spec Cox reel package and then the air tool package. So we have the Acura 1, Tornador, the various, you know, Prevost, what do we call it? Air guns, air tools. This is the swiveling coupler I was talking to you about earlier. So with the fluid swiveling coupler, and then the Continental F5 hose. We're going to do some really simple whip hoses here because you won't be able to see them anyway. But these are the whip hoses that my dad makes, you know, a little 24-inch hose with our swivel fittings on both ends so we can easily install. We'll have a couple of Prevost pipe fittings, and I got a 6-foot section of pipe. And so this guy's going to go right here. So I talked him into doing an air compressor after the fact. So the goal here, any air tools he's going to be using will transition. These are like $1.50 a piece, but notice the profile of this. There are, I believe, 9 different profiles of coupler plug. And so this is called the Euro high flow spec. And so if we're going to adopt the spec from start, we might as well do Euro high flow because it's a bigger opening, better airflow, so we can maximize performance. And then we'll show you how awesome the double release Prevost S1 couplers are. Super sick. So that's the plan here. Mike's going to come in, we're going to lay this out and make sure we have everything we need. Make sure we don't need to make any trips to Home Depot, and we should be good to set this thing up. It's going to be sick. Look at this. It's like the best thing ever. When they showed this at SEMA 2 years ago, oh man, took a little dingaroo there. Hey everybody, hate to interrupt this video, but I never do this. This video is brought to you by me, Obsessed Garage. Black Friday sale, I wanted to make you aware of it. Normal Black Friday day, Saturday, Sunday, and then Cyber Monday. We run it through those 4 days. It's the only sale we run. Get things like the Merca Polisher, the Krensler Pressure Washer, OG Vacuum Solution are 3 of my favorite things this year. So go to obsessedgarage.com, click on the banner image or add stuff to your cart, and take advantage of our only sale of the year. I'm gonna have to order another top for it. God dang it. I think Brian's cursed.
You know what it looks like? They lifted it up with a forklift into something because that hit hard. Could have pulled. All right, well, this looks fine. It's literally just the top.
Let's see how it fits here. I want to see how it fits.
Perfect.
If we get rid of that bucket off the back, I guess you can just detach it. Put it on the side.
Remote located on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
So you cut this off. I'll show you how the install goes here. This is one of the rougher installs. So you cut the zip ties.
Yeah.
And then you just come over here and you just plug it in. That's it. Well, you want to use one hand when you push it in, and then the other one you support the cord. That's pretty much it, you know. And then you plug your air hose into that there and there. That's it. No, in all seriousness, it's super easy. I might want to shorten this cord for him so we don't have to loop this all back here, so you can.
So that's a 240 volt, 20 amp circuit.
Yep. So it's 3/8 outlet, 3/8 female pipe out. That's this one here. This one is another drain, because you can see the little water droplets right here where it says, got a little symbol, and this one says out. So we're going to plumb out of that, come up the wall with Prevo pipe, probably right between these 2 outlets. Put a reel up here, we'll have a couple of whip hoses. So look nice, and I think we'll, depending on which way he wants to have this clocked, we'll probably remove that tank and we can remote mount it either on the side of the cabinet or over there somewhere on the wall, so it's not sticking off of this. Because if we have it off, if we turn it like this way, obviously we could suck it up real tight against there if we remote put that bottle on this cabinet here.
Yeah.
Put it all the way up against the wall.
I like that. Custom. I like custom. There. Well, this is good. We can show them how this works. So check this out. So it's got insulation around all the edges.
These are fans.
This is what I want to build for a pressure washer too. You know, take the pressure washer, put it in a pretty case like this.
Yep. So you can just take it off and lean it against.
So slick, man. I love this thing.
It's clean.
Yeah. It's the coolest thing ever.
So we're gonna remote mount this tank. It's a condensate tank. So rather than have it on the back of the compressor, I'll probably mount it to the wall or something. So it could go like this over here. We'll mount the. Would you be okay with maybe rearranging this and maybe put the tank inside this cabinet? And then I can run the hose in And then all you have to do to pull the compressor out, it's just a push to connect fitting. You just push this back and unplug the hose.
It's so good. Look at this whole thing, so good. Forgot we did black. Crap, I don't think I can put blue in my garage. I kind of want a little pop of color.
Well, they're so hidden, I would just leave them blue, because I already unboxed the dang thing.
Yeah, I know.
And these are the matte finish black, too.
Yeah, this is so sweet. You have to wind the reel prior to putting the hose on. People get real bent out of shape about these are quite a bit more expensive than what you see on just the base Cox hose reel. Different spring, different finish, different swivel. So that's why it costs so much more. But, you know, this is the way I would want it, and so that's the way we carry them. So we have the custom finish done, we have the stainless steel, and then we put a spring in that I had them change the spring, so this is back. When I first got my first hose reels, and I had them send me like 3 or 4 different versions with different springs to try to find the one that was weighted exactly properly for our hose reel to give us our best engagement or best easy coil winding. Because the way that this thing works is that it doesn't like rip the hose back. It winds it in nice and controlled. We were using a Prevost hose for quite some time. This is quite a bit lighter weight, a little bit more pliable. I like how its pliability is nice. It's a little bit lighter weight feeling hose, so it doesn't feel quite as heavy. And that green, this tends to hold up better to dirt, and the green one just tends to grab a lot of dirt. And so this is a what are these? Just 3/8. Yeah, 3/8 hose, 5/8 outside diameter. And then we put our swivel heads on there. My dad installs all these with our bed restrictors. And it's OG blue, so that's even better. So you can see what the spring does, it protects the hose once we lock it down.
Remember, put the screw always on the inside, because if you go through the other with a nut, then you got this sharp end of the screw sticking out that'll mess the hose up. So the round head of the screw is what you want facing the hose.
Make it pretty once at least.
I'll tell you what, the vacuum is wonderful.
All right, so now got to put the stop on it, then the swivel. Not fun to get off once you go down that rabbit hole and you start peeling it. You got to do it all the way.
Oh, while you're working, I got plenty to do. I got plenty of time.
Okay, there we go.
How good that looks. That's so awesome. I think I gotta go to the black. The gray is cool too. Dang, I don't know what to do. I mean, does it get any better looking than that? I don't think so. God dang. It's so good. I can't let this stand.
Nowadays, this will, yeah, like she said. So, if you really can catch it. Anyway, so there's an artificial reef about 30.
It's way better. Get all these debadged, go through his drawers, clean up all this stuff. We're gonna make a little money. Fix the TV while we're at it, and I think we'll do that too. This is what this is for, You need something throwaway for doing a little goo gone removal. Put the puppy in here. Do a gentle. Freaking stupid. Don't do that. don't think it really works all that well. Let's see. I think when you rip the towel off, then it kind of, yeah, see, it drops back into the box. Not the sharpest design.
My sister did that, so if it's wrong, you call her.
It's not wrong, there's just a better way to do it.
Matt, your favorite OG?
I think it's the Merca 3-inch. Actually, I think my favorite product is Core 59s, Dyne Audio Core 59s, and what, or maybe Core 5s on the desk setup. That's freaking sweet. This is what everyone should do. Have us screw some stuff up, and then you get the guy. The guy comes here and fixes your buckets for you. This is the best thing that ever happened. Look at that. Boom. So these are on the inside. Nice, not too tight. Just grabbing. Perfect. Oh yeah. So these detail guards fit perfectly without the little rubber tabbies in our 6 gallons.
3.5-inch screws. So we're gonna mount that 2x8 on the wall through the drywall into the studs. So 3.5-inch screws for that. And then we need to get a lumber. I got the screws, Maddie. We have, I'll reuse the lags that were on the air or the electric reel, and then I brought lags for the hose. Hey Mike, will this fit in the Tesla? All right, thank you. Okay, so we're back next morning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an air reel next to this one, but as I mentioned, they've got this 2x here. Rather than mounting it straight to drywall, they mounted it on a 2x. So I bought a 2x8 this morning. I bought one, there's a nice piece with no knots in it that I can use. I'm gonna take the electrical reel off, and then I'm gonna run a 2x8 across and bridge from stud to stud. So that way I can mount both reels next to each other. So it'll be electric and then air over here. So I'm gonna pull this one off. I'm probably gonna cut the 2x to length, and then I'll mock everything up on the ground, get the holes drilled or pilot holes drilled for the lags and everything. And that way I can just install the 2x and then mount the reels onto the 2x. And then we'll caulk all the way around it. We'll get it painted so it looks nice and matches the wall. Obviously we prefer to have everything blocked behind, but there isn't any blocking. These electrical outlets were cut-in boxes. These were added later. So there's no stud back here or here. There's a stud over here and a stud here. So it's not gonna help us with where our reel needs to go. So that's why we're doing it this way. And hey Mike, did you see this shirt? This is the Mike If Signature Series, non-signature Carhartt shirt. This is the ones we've been waiting for, Mike. This is the giveaway shirt from the giveaway we were going to do a while back ago, but it just took some time to get it right. Yeah. So Nate and Bryce worked on this, mostly Nate from what Bryce says. So it's got the Carhartt, kind of the Carhartt tan, and then the back logo there, buddy. And best of all, if you see this here, this was a specification for me. Look at that. See, now I don't have to wear them on my back of my shirt anymore. I mean, it's perfect.
So those are coming soon?
They're coming Black Friday, I believe, is when we're gonna put them up for sale. We have plenty of stock, but they just haven't put them on the site yet. We're waiting for Black Friday. So, nice logo there. Also Carhartt brown color.
It's gonna be tough to keep in stock.
So, and just so everybody knows, they run big. So if you're a large like me, I normally wear a large. This is a medium. Carhartt always runs big. So Matt would be, he's probably a large, which would be like an XL, but I don't know that, I mean, he could try one of these, but anyway, it does run big. I love these. I'm gonna get many.
Yeah.
I probably will only wear these now. I mean, it's OG and it's Carhartt.
I'm saying with that hat combo,
It's pretty good, huh? Yeah.
So you can see the tan kind of matches that.
It's good.
That's a good setup. Like,
Yeah, it's a good setup. Here's our 2x8. So what I did was I laid it on the pallet there, put my reels on, spaced them appropriately, laid out the holes, pre-drilled for lag bolts. So now I'm gonna place it, I'm gonna obviously hide where this was. So this is gonna go essentially right here. I'm gonna catch studs here, here, and over here, and then we're gonna mount our reels.
So we decided, back and forth, we're gonna keep towels in the drawers because there is some woodworking that'll go down in this garage. We'll keep towels in the drawers. Our gallon replacement is gonna be here because it's on the same side as the chemicals. All our spray bottles will go on the shelves, so we'll get that all set up. So I'm just kind of mixing up. I made some 5-to-1 Green Star. I made some 128-to-1 N914. I put the touchless in one of the Presso bottles to see how that holds up. And these are not finished Pressols. These are non-industrial head. So once the new stuff comes out, we'll get them all the new latest greatest. But for now, this is the best solution. He might, like to the driveway and stuff.
Two blowers.
That is the. Oh yeah, you're right. Throw it away. Yeah, you got this. You got the big boy. Just move stuff around until I get it. You gotta catch the vision here, Mike. Here's the key in any garage design or any garage setup. You need to have headroom over and above what you have today so that we have room to grow into it. If you build your cabinet array and it's filled to the max from day one, then where are you gonna go from there? Some quality interior cleaner right there, people. Nothing better. Nothing better.
Now I'm caulking this all the way around. And, yeah. Yeah. Less is more. Don't put too much, because then you end up wiping it all off with your hand, your finger, so just about like that. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna skim coat this with 45-minute drywall mud, and then we'll get it painted and mount the reels. Tide's going out. You can see the water ripping through here.
This is life, man. Look at that. That's so cool. Got some liquid pushers here. The towels that push liquid around everywhere. Kind of want to unfold them now. God dang it. The square doesn't help us for these. These go here like this. What a difference in the microfiber Madness versus the Ride Company ones. Microfiber Madness are so much better.
Okay, so we have 1/4-inch output, 1/4-inch pipe, 1/4-inch street L into a 1/4-inch nipple into a bell reducer. So we went from 1/4 to 3/8 pipe, and then because our hoses are 3/8 on the end, so coupler here, and we'll run a 3/8 whip up to Prevost, up the wall with Prevost, and then go back to a 3/8 whip into the hose reel. And I'm still waiting for my drywall to harden up so I can sand that, get it painted, and then we'll mount our reels. And then this drain line here, compressor's gonna go in its cabinet, so I'm gonna put a hole through the cabinet, and then we're gonna put our drain tank here. I'm gonna mount it inside the cabinet, and it's as simple as unscrewing this, and then you can take the tank off here, off the bracket, go empty it. Probably only have to do it every 5 years or so. But anyway, that's the plan. So this is, in this case, we're going tight against the cabinet. So if you had a hose in here, the hose would come out and kind of bend, you know. It might kink if you try to get it nice and tight. So we're doing it this way. So, you know, basically that's as tight as it'll go. But maybe 1.5 inches off of the enclosure. We're getting close here, so I always put the bottom bolts in first because they're the bottom lags, because it's the brackets are slotted, so you can stick it over there and have kind of supports it. And then you get your top lags in, and you can use a ratchet on one. Sometimes you have to use a ratchet wrench on the other one because you can't get a socket in there, but I think I can get it on this one. You could do this, Mike. Yep. So I put a 90 on here because otherwise the hose comes out like this. So I like putting a 90 on it. I'll pivot it towards the wall and then use the hose so it keeps everything nice and tight against the reel. That's a street elbow. So it's a 3/8 male pipe on one end and 3/8 female on the other side. So I keep these out, drive them in almost all the way, and then can take the reel because they're slotted. The bottom bolts are slotted, bottom holes are slotted. So then can take this here, slide it right over, and then you can get the top ones in. So then you just have to hold it out here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but then you got to get these started. Yeah, so block I would use wedge anchors. I think I have installed them on block, maybe not on the camera.
No, not on camera, I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Mike. I need some motivation. Thanks for your words of affirmation. A lot of manual turning here. I get spoiled with impact drivers. I have to do it with a ratchet and a socket. It's fun. I do like the black finish though, the matte back black like this. Yep. So these are in stock, so you can pick yourself up a shirt and a reel. They match, so you notice they same. So.
I mean, I don't know, by the time this video is up, I don't know if those Carhartts will be live yet. But they're-
Well, Black Friday apparently is when they're going to be going up. So.
Maybe we can let people know just order during Black Friday. Or now, because we need more money for that.
Yep. Don't wait for Black Friday. Please, buy now. Wonder if these shirts will be hot sellers, Mike.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get them perfectly plumb here. That looks good right there.
All right, so here's what he needs.
We do accept cash.
Incredipad XLs, 3 of those, 4 Incredip mitts. For wheels, he needs Atomac. He needs a press-all sprayer for it. P21S polishing soap. He needs some multi-purpose towels, 18 of those. Shine Supply Wise Guy. He needs the OG tire brush, the tire, whatever you call it, the dressing brush. Erase Glaze XL for the lugs. He needs to get the Sonic Advanced package. Take it easy on him. He really should get the Ultimate package, but we'll get him there. He needs a floor jack, so the AC hydraulic floor jack is good to have just in case. He's not going to wrench a lot, but having a basic set of tools instead of that cobalt junk he's got in there. And then he needs the undercarriage cleaner with the wand, and then the Core 59 package is like that's the Christmas present. I'll get her to get you the Core 59 package. That's what we need. Yeah, the Core 59 package is like 13,000. But it's this, if any garage called for like an awesome jam out, and I would probably do 2 core subs in here too. If you did a core sub on either side there and just rip this place apart, it'd be great.
The only problem is I gotta go back to work.
No. Go trade some stocks and make a few. It's probably, and this is something I'd give them a list, but this is probably, I don't know, it's probably like 25 grand worth of stuff that you could buy over the course of the next 6 or 8 hours.
If you bought a Bitcoin, you would have paid for this
I'm
already.
gonna send him this list right now. I mean, how often do you have the opportunity to have the guy come to your place, assess what you have, and then make a tailored list of all the things that you would need to make it better? Make something great, greater, ultimate.
Offering that as a package.
Fly me out. Yeah, fly me out and I'll make a list for you and sell you 50 grand worth of stuff. I'm down. Just email me, matt@obsessedgarage.com. I fly Delta first class only. I stay in 4 Seasons only. And or Ritz-Carlton can be an acceptable solution. Possibly, I think that's the only acceptable solutions. Maybe in the Omni if like you don't have, and then
Guest house and that.
yeah, guest house could work. I need steaks, Snake River Farms, American Wagyu, black. And I'll cook my own steak. You don't have to worry about that. And some Mountain Valley waters, and I'll come out and we'll spend the day or two and go through all your cabinets, get things nice and organized, put the labels on your press hulls, get all your bottles turned properly, fill up all the solutions, dilute everything, and then make a list of the other monies that you need to spend. If you already have everything, then I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, reserve your spot.
Yeah, reserve your spot.
It's more fun that way. That way you get a couple of orders come to you. That's what it's for, consuming beverages.
That's pretty nice.
That's a good experience, huh?
Oh yeah, I see it here. Modern logo tee in green.
Is that me?
That's the shirt we're waiting on.
I already have, I just bought another one in green, so we're good.
Yep. It's worth the wait.
What else am I waiting on?
Don't worry, it's worth the wait.
53,000. Oh. 35,000.
All right, so pre-wound. So what I did was I pulled the stop off, pulled it back through, pre-sprung it. So basically wound it out and kept this from not going through the rollers, and that pre-tensioned the spring because his were all loosey-goosey. I'm gonna fix that one too. So now we're just putting the stop back on. We want the stops to be at about the same height here, so we're like that. Now I'm just gonna get this whip hose on, connect a piece of Prevo here to that whip hose, and then we're good to go. So this is Prevo's pipe to 1/2-inch female pipe, but we're using 3/8, so we had to put a reducer bushing in, 1/2-inch to 3/8 reducer bushing. So this will spin onto here. And we'll tighten that up, and then this will be like that, and our pipe will come up right into the bottom of that. And then we'll put a short piece of pipe down to about here, and then we'll use our whip out of the compressor into the bottom pipe, so it'll look like just like this on the other end. Sound like a good idea, Mike? You know, thanks. You know, if it wasn't for you, Mike, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. Well, don't turn it on with this in here.
Yeah, never turn the valves with the PP plug in there. Always pull the PP plug. Just get in the habit of putting your gun on first.
Okay.
Otherwise, water's gonna, if the PP plug wasn't in, it would shoot all over the place. But the O-ring breaks in. You know, it kind of takes a little.
So what do I do, boss?
Okay. If we don't want DI water, you just turn that on, right? So regular water, up.
Oh.
There's your water.
And if I wanted?
If you wanted DI, you would leave this closed and turn those on.
Okay.
Right? So you got regular water going now, so you have to turn the pressure washer on, which is up top there.
Yeah.
And where is it? Is it on the back?
It's on the back.
It's on the back, yeah. You're rolling. You gotta put your tip in. This is what we gotta make sure we got the right tip. So you're only gonna need.
I'm gonna buy 2 more of, right?
Right, so you're gonna get 2 more foam cannons, and you're gonna put
away all the other ones.
Well, no, I put one in. I put the MTM in there, so you have the MTM going. So this pink one is going to go into the one that you do touchless with.
Okay.
So we got to figure out our touchless dilution, which I think is somewhere around 300 milliliters per foam cannon. Hey, what am I doing? This is your job. But one of these is 25, one of them is 40. Looks like we might have 2 40s. You do have a drain in here. Let's see which one is that. Yep. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Awesome swivel. Magical experience. Quiet. Lots of flow. The only thing that's better is 2 of them. I think it's better is 2. All right. Time out. You're messing me up here. So first step I always do, turn this off. Turn this off first. Turn this off second. Run the water out. Pull your gun. Release the rest of the water. Put your PP plug in so it doesn't dribble all over your floor. All right. And then we want to make sure we have an OG spec wrap job here, you know. Make sure that we have a nice, beautiful setup here. We get nice tight wind. If I come back here, I'm gonna be quizzing you. When I come back here someday and this thing isn't wound up beautifully, you fail a test.
Well, they sell the place to you, right?
Yeah. Put me in your will, first right of refusal to buy. I'll pay a fair price for it. So I have the wheel foam cannon in here, that one's set up.
Okay. And that's been old, right?
Correct, but this will still work.
Okay.
This is now an inferior setup though. You know, you gotta just throw this away. And
I liked it. It was great.
it's fine,
If
it'll
that's
work.
better, I can't wait.
Yeah, because you're gonna need this foam cannon for both of these. So this one is very specific. If you'd like, we can do the test right now and we can figure out the exact dilution on your Krenzler. And then let's do it right now.
I think we already did one for single Krenzler.
Did we?
Yeah.
Then I don't remember what it is. I gotta go look at, let me look at the video. Yeah. This needs to go. I'm gonna put this through here.
51. So if you're doing this exact setup at the reel, the exact same height as we're doing, 51 inches is your number. So we're not going to be able to complete the job 100% because UPS sent our clamps to Illinois. So the Prevo pipe clamps that would normally hold this pipe in place, which would be like that essentially. So there's going to be a clamp here. I'll put one in the middle and one down low. I'm going to put the drywall anchors in for Brian. So all he'll have to do is attach the clamps to the drywall anchor, open the clamps, snap the pipe in, close them, and that'll be it. So what you want to do whenever you're doing a vertical pipe, if you don't have a horizontal pipe coming this way first and then up, you want to put your clamp so that it sits right at this, so that'll hold the pipe from sliding down. Because if you put the clamp here, it doesn't hold it tight enough, it's just going to slide. So you always want to find out where this tightening nut is here, and then you're going to want the clamp like right against it like that, so it'll hold it in position. It's a good tip, Mike. Just to, little tips and tricks.
Let's test it out. See if we get some quality foam, if we need to do a different metering tip. Beautiful. No dilution. Pink tip, Krenzler pressure washer, Comet pressure washer, AR pressure washer. You use the least amount of soap. You'll probably do 20 cars with this one thing, yeah. It's good. Gosh, I love this game. The game of discovery. And all this magic. It all seems easy now, people. It's all easy since I've figured it all out.
I just put the screws where they go. So all you do is put your 3 clamps in, they flip open, right? One side flips open. You snap this in, close them all, and that's it.
Okay.
So you can move the compressor out. I left enough slack in here, so you can move it out. But if you want to take it all the way out for whatever reason, this condensate line that lets the water that's in the tank out, you just push, see this here? It's called a push to connect fitting.
Okay.
You push on this little black ring here, and then that'll pop out. And then you just simply push it back in, like that. That's it. All right, so it's done. So we had some air in it from yesterday, so turn on. So it's probably not even as loud as me talking. It's 59 dB is what it's rated at.
I put together my favorite accessory package of the different tools. There's 2 of these. So these are my favorite guns. The Acura 1, which is my favorite tire inflator. Pull the battery, digital tire inflator. And so what I did is I put the Euro High Flow plugs on the end. So this is already a Euro High Flow. So I like this package here, and then add a Tornador to it. And so this is what I would classify as like the ultimate accessory package for, blow guns and tire inflation for my Compact X. I mean, this would be, to me, the ultimate setup for add in a LHR 15 pneumatic polisher, and you got yourself an awesome combo. So we've got 2 double release, where I can just push the button. We got the little hand push, this little guy. Also still has the OSHA standard where if you put your finger on there, it'll blow out the side. That little guy's cool. You have the long reach version. So the cool thing, I can push the button and then it's double release, which I think is the coolest thing ever. And then we have fluid swiveling coupler. So it'll swivel in all directions possible. And then blowing out pads, working on interiors, the old Tornador. We have the adjustable head. Man, things got some output. I don't know what we have it set at. And of course, easy coil. I want to see how far this thing reaches. Oh man, we can get the whole garage and then some. Look at this. And cover the whole darn thing. I can even come out all the way out here.
All right, so I guess that's a wrap, huh, Matty?
Yeah.
Came in, dialed it in a little bit, got his cabinets finished up, you organized everything.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Man, I wish we had those darn clamps. I would love to see what
I
this
know,
thing looks
I know,
like
it stinks.
But I'm changing my order to black.
Are you?
Crinkle black. This I think if you're gonna get reels, this is what you
Yeah,
want.
it's nice. I think it looks good. What really looks good is with the blue hose and the black.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
This compressor is awesome. So this is the same compressor I'm gonna do at my house. We're gonna do it in the hallway in the back there. And theoretically, I think that's what my plan is to do.
Yeah,
this
you're
guy.
literally, where we're putting it in your house, you won't even hear it ever. Not even from in the house, I doubt.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect there.
It's gonna be really, really sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm planning on doing is doing the vacuum above it, and this below it. It's gonna look really, really cool. So, I mean, I think it's 10.5 for this sucker. This isn't for everybody.
Yeah, no, it's
this
spendy.
is $3,800, $4,000.
Yep.
I mean, it's, again, I get in trouble for this all the time. It's not about expensive. It's like, saw this at SEMA when they put it together. Like, this is exactly what I've been asking you to make.
Yep.
Rotary screw, super quiet, delivers, right around the amount of output that I need. Yes, it's not practical for everyone, but it's, I think, what you aspire to have in your high-end, car barn garage.
Yeah. Well, you fell in love with it even before it wasn't about, oh, it's expensive, it must be good. You fell in love with it and then realized how much it was.
Plus, the accessory packages, so the air. You can buy this for any compressor. I have this in the store, but this is my favorite. I bought like 100 different air guns and air tools.
Yeah, these are good.
And so this is the basic blowout or whatever basic
I like
tool.
this one.
Where they make like 20 different versions of this, and so kind of getting this little grouping together makes the most sense to me. So we have this package in the store as well. If you have any air compressor, I would urge you to consider adopting the Euro high flow standard. And all you'd have to do, just buy a 10-pack of these. It's like $15, $20 or something like that. And you can change out, if you do have all your air tools, change out to this Euro high flow standard.
So you can kind of tell, this is the difference. Look at the size of the interior size of the hole, the idea of the hole. That's where the high flow comes from. This is a smaller orifice, this is larger.
If you're going to adopt the standard, I think this is the
It's
best
the one.
to adopt.
If you're going to get the most flow out of that.
Just know that most tools you get at Home Depot are going to have this, and all you need to do is just have a pack of these in your drawer, and you can always
And
swap
there's
it
are
out.
cheap. Yep.
So that's a wrap. That's what a $12,000, $13,000 air compressor setup looks like. It's a lot.
But it's a one and done. Never buy it again.
Yeah, this is the dream. This is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS of
Air compressors.
of consumer garage air compressors.
Yeah.
I think it's sick. I think you want one too. Thanks for watching.